What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all the way live. I'm in your space, I'm in your place, and I'm definitely blessed to be here on this wonderful day. It is May 16, 2026. We are live at 5 here on the Prime Time Network. This is Industry Talk. I am your host, Big G. And today, well, just like any other day, man, we got some very interesting conversation that's coming down the pipeline. We will be joined here shortly with my good friend, Jarrell Braswell. And if you're tapped in, if you hear my voice, if you're locked in with what we have going on, make sure you share this live. Share the live. Lock us in, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. If you have not subscribed to Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Prime Time, hey man, this is for you. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Prime Time on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Prime Time. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Prime Time. Yes, indeed. Lock us in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Very interesting today, tonight, this evening. We're going to be sitting down with a man whose journey definitely represents survival, resilience, pain, pressure, purpose. In an era where many people create images, this brother lived the reality from trials and setbacks, rebuilding through music, business, storytelling. Tonight we talk raw, we talk real, we talk truth with Droopy Martinez. Lock in with us, man, because it's going to be a journey. It's going to get deeper than just entertainment. There's a lot that's going on and a lot that we have to unpack. Jarrell Braswell will be here with us here in just a little bit, so we're definitely going to make sure that we keep our eyes and ears open for when he comes into the studio. But in the meantime, in between time, ladies and gentlemen, bring you to the stage, Droopy Martinez.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, Droopy. So, talk to me, man. I mean, let's do a little background first. How about we do that before we get too deep off into some stuff? All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's let the people know who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself. Let's start there. How about that?
All right, man. Shit. My name is Droopy Marines, man. I'm from Corpus Christi. I'm a musician. You know what I'm saying? I am currently signed to Savage Life Entertainment. Shout out Super, shout out Webby, shout out Boosie. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's mainly what it is right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So you said who now? Savage Life?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So let me walk it down this way. Where'd you grow up, Drew?
I grew up in Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in Cal Island High School over here, right here in the Annabelle area.
Okay. And growing up where you came up from, what was it like? What was the atmosphere? And when did you really get a taste for music and the rap?
Okay, well, the atmosphere that I grew up in, man, was really cool, man. Like it was kind of hood, man, kind of like how do you say, kind of country. You know what I'm saying? Like where I grew up at, man. Like here in Corpus, man, it was like I said, it's on the northwest side, man. So like we have fields, man. We have like cornfields out there and cotton fields, and you know what I'm saying, right there next to Rock Sound, man. So like, um, it was fun, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to live a little bit of both worlds. I got to live the street side. I got to live the countryside. I got to, you know what I'm saying? And how the music came around, really, man, was man, my all my family is musicians. You know what I'm saying? Since I mean, my grandpa, dude, my dad plays guitar. I just grew up into it. You know what I mean? All the way down to my grandma plays tambourine, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's talk about, and you mentioned it. Let's talk about the family structure. Mom and pops in the house. You grew up with mom and pops.
Nah, my mom. I grew up with a single mom, man. My mom was 14 when she had me. I'm the oldest out of
Okay,
6 kids. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Um, like my dad, he's there. I have a relationship with him now, man. Now that I'm older, you know what I'm saying. But back then, there wasn't really no relationship because he had his family going on, and so like me going over there was kind of like a like a thorn in the side, so to say. You know what I mean?
hmm,
And so yeah, so like my relationship with my dad was really nothing growing up. You know what I mean?
hmm.
Uh,
So let me ask you this: how do you, right now, and you don't have to answer the question, but I do want to know. I mean, people want to know some insight about the artist and the people that they listen to, and they want to buy into the story, right? So, what was it like dealing with that mentally as a kid? Because now you can think about it, you can process it a little better. But as a child growing up, knowing that, hey man, I believe my dad loves me, but he really don't want me around because it's kind of a hindrance for me to be around his family.
yeah,
If in fact that's what you're saying. How do
yeah.
you how do you unpack that
Well,
as a kid?
at the time, man, when I was a little kid, that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Being,
yeah.
being around them, like I don't really know if that's really the truth of it or the truth of the matter or nothing like that.
Okay.
But like I would go over there during spurts, man. Like it wasn't like I'll be over there for like 6 months, man. And so like I didn't really have a real close relationship with them. Like I would see like my little brother Christian, dude, like his other side of the family over there, you know, his second family. I would see the relationship that they had, man, and I was very very jealous of it. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
I didn't have that at home, man. I'm the oldest out of my mom's side. I'm the oldest out of 6 kids, man. So I was the father. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, I was the one that
Yeah.
was really out there, man, kind of trying to protect my family as much as I was able to at that time.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was hard, man. You know what I mean? Like whenever you don't have father figures like that, man, you go looking in other places, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my mom was only 14 years old when she had me, man. So like we're living in the projects and shit like that. So I basically just went to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so all right. Now we're gonna address that in a couple of different levels because at what age would you say? Because you're pretty young that you pretty much that you start turning to the streets. You start hanging out with your friends, you start hanging out with the crew, you start just being out because obviously single parent household, 6 kids in the household, money kind of short, everybody ain't eating like that. So now you just out doing your thing. I mean, paint that picture for me so I can get a better understanding of who you are because it leads to some other things in your life, right? I mean, I because you
Oh yeah,
were
it
you are
is.
yeah, you are if I'm not mistaken, you did go to the Marine Corps, right?
No sir, no sir.
No? Who was that picture of in the Marine Corps that I saw on your site?
Oh, that is my uncle. That's my dad's
That's
brother.
your dad's brother. He
Yes
looked
sir.
just like you. He looked
Thank
just
you
like you.
very much, man.
Y'all look
Thank you.
y'all look alike. Y'all look alike. So I was like, okay, so this is something I gotta ask him about, you know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't see the caption, but I was like, okay, did he join the Corps? Okay, so no, that was your uncle. So
Yes
forgive
sir.
me for that. But because I was definitely gonna let you know, hey man, Jarrell Braswell's in the Corps, but maybe y'all had something in common. But all right, you led towards the street side of it. So give me the background on that.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, man, like I didn't really have I didn't really have a father figure, man. So I started kind of like just lingering around the streets, man, seeing the older kids, you know what I'm saying, and um, I I really started like hanging out with my friends and everything around like 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? Around like
Hmm.
about seventh grade. Seventh
Okay.
grade, I joined a little gang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I started banging a black rag, and
Hmm.
I was getting into fights at school all the time. But yeah, and what was crazy though too, man, at the time, man, I'm fighting with older kids. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
like I said, most of my friends that I was hanging around with, they're all older than me, man. You know what I'm saying? And so
Hmm.
but being around older kids like that and being on the streets, man, it introduced me to a lot of crazy stuff. Like I started taking pills at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
started taking pills like at 12, 13 years old. You
Hmm.
know, and so that's really around the time that I really started like diving into the streets, man. When I was around like 12, 13. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Started, I
So
got I
let
got
me
caught
ask
with a
you.
little bit of weed. I got caught with like all that little bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 So let's talk about this part of it then. Um, and you don't have to answer these questions. I just because I'm like I said, I'm just trying to get a picture of who Droopy is, right? What what
Yes, sir.
what leads into it. You say you join, a set of brothers or a coalition of strong young men and women at a young age. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so what 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 motivated that outside of y'all just hanging around? You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here, doing um mischievous things or misguided, let's say misguided things at a young age or whatever the case may be, that may have led to trouble, get caught with a little weed here and
yeah,
there. But the ultimate thing is you said you started popping pills at a young age,
yeah.
at a very young age, right? So talk to me about that, man, and how did you start processing and coping with that, knowing that because something had to click, like,
Yeah.
damn, I can't keep doing this shit because I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah, that I didn't click into that until later on in life, sir. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Oh wow,
You
okay,
know what I'm
okay,
saying? And so like really in the honesty, man, where I felt like compelled to be inside that little gang and everything like that was because at the time, this is the time I was living with my dad, you know what I'm saying? Over there in
right,
Houston. And
right,
so like I said, I'm real jealous of the relationship that him and my brother have. And even on top of that though too, like man, when I was staying over there, man, like I didn't really have a lot of clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like I would walk around inside my school uniforms all day. You know what I'm saying? And so like my friends, they would give me clothes to wear, man, and they would, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt love for these people, man, that I wasn't getting at home. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what really led to me, really joining that little gang over there. You know what I mean?
okay.
And
So
so,
so let me ask you this now, and I got to ask the question.
that's it.
You said I guess you were banging a black rag.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which set we're talking about. You know what I mean? So are we talking about, because I don't know your nationality. I know you're American, but I don't know your nationality. Are you
yeah. No, I'm
Mexican? Are you
Mexican.
Nicaraguan? Are you Honduran?
Nah, I'm a Mexican. Dog.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
what was the
It was
set?
it was the little set was called it was 13. It was little treses, man.
Okay, so now is this an extinction of MS-13?
No, no,
Is
no,
this
no, no. Nah, this was just a
okay?
little neighborhood. This was just a little neighborhood thing. It had nothing to do with that.
Gotcha, gotcha,
You know what I'm
gotcha,
saying?
gotcha, gotcha,
And so,
gotcha.
yeah, nah. I wasn't that deep yet. You know what I'm saying?
All right, all right. Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You said yet, so I'm saying, so obviously some things led into some other things. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um okay, all right. So talk to me, man. Keep going. Let's go. Let's get into it, man. This is becoming a very interesting conversation. I thought we were just gonna be talking about music and paper. You know what I'm saying? But nah,
Yeah.
there's a little bit
I
more
mean,
than
hey,
that.
bro, you want to know? You want to know this song? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
got it.
talk, man. Let's get
You know
into
what
it.
I'm saying? And so, but yeah, but like I was saying, man, I wasn't getting love at home the way that I felt like. So that's why I joined the little gangs over there and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Uh, whenever one time, bro, this is why my dad sent me back to my mom's house, man. Was my little group of friends, man. They started getting into stealing cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I went joyriding one time with one of my friends. We got caught, man. We got caught by the cops and everything. It was a big old thing, man. I started, like I said, I started getting popping pills at a young age, man. With my homeboy, he the one that was still cars, man. He would give me Xanax. You know what I'm saying? And so I was seeing Papa, man. He's driving around like he be like his normal shit like that. So I didn't really. I was like, oh, this ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And so I'll take him with him and shit like that, man. And that's what really, that right there, man. Starting those pills, man, really laid me down to fuck the road. You know what I'm saying? And so fucking yeah. So anyway, man, like I said, he was all fucked up and everything like that, man. We ended up crashing the car, man. In the apartment complex that we're in. Cops come and everything like that. I take off running, but you know, like an apartment complex, there's everybody outside, especially back then. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they already automatically, the cops already knew where I lived at and everything like that. Went to go pick me up. They took me down to the juvie, man, and then my dad went down there to go pick me up, and he was, man, yeah, he's like, you going back to Corpus? And so from there, like, I guess because they worked out something where I can just get the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so I went back down to Corpus, man, as I had that mentality, you know what I'm saying? I had that mentality of fucking being in the streets, like being in a gang and shit like that. So I started looking around for the gangsters over here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to fill that little void that I had going on. And so I started running into little cliques over here and this and that, man, and then like it just I don't know, man. It was a weird situation, man, because like we start doing shit, man, for like just for shits and giggles, man. Like I would go rob people just for fun, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So
And
now, I mean, when you get yourself to that point, you know, initially as a youth, you do some mischievous stuff, you know, steal a car, joyride, wreck the car, you get sent back home, and now you're leveling up, right? You're stepping up the game, and things are getting a little bit more serious. What was your mindset like at that point? You know what I'm saying? You didn't give a fuck, you didn't give a damn about the world. I mean, you're like, shit, hey, people done turned it back on me enough. I mean, I need to prove points. What was driving you to be like, hey, man, I'm cool with this behavior?
I just really, in honesty, man, I was just trying to, damn, dude. I haven't said this before, dog, but really, in honesty, man, I was just trying to get myself killed. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't enjoying my life, man. You know what I mean? Because like I said,
right.
I didn't have nobody, man. It was just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like I had uncles and shit like that would try to step in, but I'm not trying to listen to what the fuck they got to say, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
So,
because I'll look at them and you know they're kind of doing the same kind of shit that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle trying to tell me to be cool, but he's peddling the weed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I'm looking at him like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. So obviously you having thoughts of suicide. I mean, if you already in your mind, I just hope I die, or something goes on and it just goes south. I mean, I'm not saying you were actively pursuing suicide, but you were having thoughts of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how do you cope with that? And how old are you at this point? Going back to Corpus Christi, after all of that, how old are you at this point?
I'm at this point, man. I'm like 13, 14. You know what
13, 14. You're still young then. You're still young. And so
still
your mind is definitely fragile. You're out there wilding out. That's what they call it. You're wilding. You're out there wilding. You're being reckless. Really don't give a damn. So from robbing and stealing, were you breaking and entering too? Were you doing you just across the board with it, or what else was taking place? Because if there was some weed peddling going on, then I could imagine they had some other shit going on too that we don't have to mention. But you know.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it was, like I said, like, yeah, I did a little breaking in. I did all that, you know, all that stupid shit. I did all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I did all that stupid shit, man. Like,
right.
It's just
So what I'm getting at, Droopy, is at some point along your continuous criminal spree. You see what I'm saying? Because this is an ongoing thing. Something has to happen. because we already know what goes on. Either you're gonna end up dead or you're gonna end up in prison.
Yes.
You're still living. So
Yes.
what happened?
Well, I mean, okay, so after like I said, after I came back, man, I started playing around the streets. Remember I told you about my uncle selling weed and shit like that. Okay,
Yeah.
This uncle right here, man, was the one that I really had closest to me, man. Like he was 20. He killed himself whenever he was 23. I was 15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so like I felt like that was like the only like father figure that I had at the time. And so whenever he really killed himself, man, and like that's when I felt like completely fucking alone, man. That's when I was like, that's my last string and shit like that. And so what I started doing is because like I remember I told you I was just experimenting with the pills. You know what I'm saying? So what I started doing is I started self medicating with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm fucking taking these pills and I'm really trying to OD and trying to like I get myself to them points a couple of times, man. After this dude kills himself, man. You know what I'm saying? And so like, yeah, man, it's a damn. I ain't talked about this in a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to push you, man, but you know what, Droopy, whether you realize it or not, and we weren't expecting this conversation. A lot of times, man, people who are in the same position that you were in,
yeah,
they're really wanting to answer in terms of, hey, man, what did you do to come out of that hole, man? What did you do to come out of that depression? And I'm not a therapist. I'm not a specialist when it comes to being able to give you all of the right buzzwords. No, this is you and I having a conversation. Whether you realize it or not, I've been knowing you for a long time, Drupal. We've never met personally, but through Job Blaze and through Freer Records and everything that I've been following the music. I've been knowing everything about you. You see what I mean? So this isn't like this is a new conversation to me. This part of it is, but you and your music and everything, your journey. No, I've been well aware of it. You know what I mean? Because Job Blaze always talks about you, always talks about TMP, the crew, the Cloud Chronicles. I see you guys have your segments that you guys do on the Cloud Chronicles, you and Ja. So we stay locked in.
That's why I'm not tripping on this conversation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, but this conversation, man, they got some kids out there that are like, damn, man. When they hear it, you know, they're gonna be like, damn, I was in that position. I'm in that position right now, you know. And what did Droopy do to get out of that shit, man? What did you have to do?
I started making music, man.
Okay.
I started making music. I had a friend named Bobby Stump, man. Okay, like, hey, with all that going on right there, man, I had my little friends so too. You know what I'm saying? That I went to school with and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I had this friend named Bobby Stump, man, and his dad bought him some turntables, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, for him to start DJing and shit.
Okay.
And so, man, I was at his house one time, and he was, you know, he's learning how to spin and shit. But he would record his mixes, man, on a karaoke machine. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the karaoke machine comes with a mic, and you can record yourself on it and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like, you know, with the records, man, it comes with the instrumental. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, hey, man, freestyle on this shit. Just freestyle on this shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't even know how to freestyle. You know what I mean? He's like, man, just freestyle on it, man. Just get on it, man. Just fuck around, you know? And so I'm like, shit, at the time, this is back when Swishahouse was real big, you know what I mean? Like the screw tapes and all the other shit. And so he's like, man, just get on there, rap just like them dudes, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, shit, fuck it, you know what I mean? And so I started rapping, we recorded it, man, and then he screwed it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can turn the tempo down on the karaoke machine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so whenever he screwed it, man, and I heard myself, I was like, oh shit, fucking boom, like it. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. And so I was like, hey man, let me borrow your karaoke machine, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up buying that karaoke machine from her for like $15, bro. It was a little blue one, a little Memorex one. You know what I'm saying? And so fucking I took that fucking karaoke machine to my grandma's house, man, and I started freestyling over there. Just little tapes, you know what I'm saying? Just little tapes and shit like that, man. And that started becoming a release of everything that was going on around me. It was an escape, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was an escape, man. And so that's really what got me into music right there, man, was Bobby Stump. If he would have never shown me that, I don't know what the hell would have been, how I would be, you know what I'm saying?
Big shout out to Bobby Stump. Big shout out to Bobby Stump.
Big shout out to Bobby Stump, man. Yeah. Very pivotal point in my life right there. You know what I mean?
And so how does Droopy Martinez roll everything together into pulling TMP together? Take Money Productions, and how did you link up with the other two individuals that are in your group? And of course, you have to show me where that relationship with you and Jerry and Smith come together, aka Jah Blaze. Make me see all of that. Make me see all of that.
All right, man. Yeah, because all that happened when I got out of prison, man. You know what I mean? I got out of prison in 2019, man.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That's not
Stop. Stop. Before we get into any of that, let's back up. Yeah. You said prison. So let's go. Let's we can't talk about that before we talk about prison, because that was a part of the journey, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so lead, because I asked you that question and you was sitting there and you was goddamn skateboarding and ducking and dodging, goddamn it. So now, because I said either one or two things is gonna happen. It's either gonna be dead or prison. So now we got to the meat and potatoes. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it always comes out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being funny, man. But let's get into that, man. Let's tell the people the hiccup, the roadblock, the impasse, the prison stint, and then we can get into the connections after the fact. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So anyway, so like I said, through high school and everything like that, man, I started going through I started making little mixtapes and all this other shit, right? You know what I mean? I hook up with this dude named Gabe Salinas, man, through one of my homeboys, Robert, man. You know what I'm saying? And Gabe he's the very first producer I ever had, dude. I met this dude when I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? And so he was one of the first persons that I went to go buy beats from and all that other shit, man. You know what I mean? And so I go link up with him, man. As soon as I go record over there, man, as soon as I get out the little closet booth, man, he's like, "Hey, bro, I'll throw you some beats, man, or you can rap on them." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Yeah, no, sure, yeah, we can do that." So I start linking up with him, man. So I start going over there to his house like every day. You know what I'm saying? But at that time though, too, is like I'm selling dope on the side. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm running around and shit like that, man. And so fucking yeah. So anyway, man, I ended up going to prison. So from 17 all the way to like 20, I'm recording with that dude Gabe Salinas, man. You know what I'm saying? Within the process of me recording with Gabe Salinas, man, I run into my homeboy SOG Caesar, which is a good friend of mine. He's all over my projects. You know what I mean? He's the one that I made the Kick Door album with, and this is before I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? And so fucking anyway, man, fucking. So I link up with him, man, and then we end up going to he ends up registering to go to Musicians Institute over there in LA, man, right there on Hollywood Boulevard. And so he's like, hey, go over there with me, man. He's like, go over there with me, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you be my project and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, no problem. We can do that. You know what I mean? And so I go to LA with this dude for like 6 months, man. You know what I'm saying? He's learning how to record from Daryl Swan. You know who Mason Gray is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it was her producer. You know what I'm saying? That's who he's learning how to
Okay.
record from and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And so anyway, man, we go over there for 6 months, man. I come back, and then that's whenever we start recording the Kick Door CD, man. And so, but at the time when I come back to Corpus, man, I start getting real big. I start getting real big, deep into the streets again. I start selling dope, you know what I'm saying, all this other shit. And so, with me selling dope and all the other shit, man, like, and I'm being wild, man. Like, I just don't give a fuck at the time. You know, like, I don't know what it was. I think I really honestly, man, because I got an addiction to them Xanax bars, man. And whenever you take a lot of them, dude, that moral wall comes down, man. You just don't give a fuck. I don't know if I've ever done that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, yeah, I don't suggest it. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit. like
Droopy. Why? I mean, I didn't want to cut you off, but this is my brother Jarrell Braswell, Droopy Martinez.
What it do?
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
What's going on, JB?
Oh man, shit, simping sweet man before we get ready to head out to the big event tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting on everybody. So I said, let me come on here and at least show my face, man. You know, I need at least perfect attendance. If I ain't in class the whole time, at least they didn't see my face. Seen I was in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all got going on tonight?
We got a big the 60th birthday bash going on right now.
The birthday bash. Man, I told you, man, I already knew you were celebrating with family and everything.
But still, I had to tap in, man. You know me, man. Shit, the work don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Shit, at least stop in a little bit, you know what I'm saying, showing how dedicated I am, man, for even 5-10 damn minutes, you know. And do that and show the people, man. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we sitting there talking with El Chapo. I just want you to know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, El Chapo, goddamn Pablo Escobar, goddamn, you know, I'm trying to get to it, JB, but he's sitting there tiptoeing around it. He
got to a little bit. He said send dope a little bit, not giving a fuck. So
man, he started talking about this music and Gabe Salinas and Mason Gray. Nigga, get to the dope. Let's get to how you went to prison. That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? You know, JB.
That's what I'm getting at right now.
He said that way you get to.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. I cut him off, JB.
Yeah.
I start wilding out, man. Like on some real shit, man. Like I start wilding out. I stopped giving a fuck, really, man. Like I said, I got real addicted to the pills, man. So that moral wall was gone, bro. So I was out there like robbing people, bro, and I was out there fucking getting into fights with people and all sorts of crazy shit, man. Like breaking into houses and shit like that, man. And fucking I had a little crew with me, man. Well, anyway, man, they fucking cops. The cops just came and got my ass, man. You know what I'm saying? They found me with dope. They found me with fucking all sorts of shit, dog. They found me with guns and all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up getting 10 years, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now let me ask you this. You said they just came. All right. One thing I know about law enforcement, they can't just come get your ass. What was on the indictment papers?
What was on the indictment papers? I had a robbery charge. I had a dope charge, evading arrest, assault on a peace officer. I got like 5 or 6 like different fucking felonies, man. You know
okay, and so what did they hang on you to sentence you to 10 years? With aggravated assault? I know aggravated assault carries 10 years automatically. So what was
aggravated assault, yeah.
Okay, so all the other charges got
they all went CC concurrent.
Okay. All ran concurrent. Damn. Yeah. Okay, so how much time did you serve? 85%?
Nah, I served all of it, man. I served 10 years.
Oh shit.
I served 10 years. I went in at 09. I went in at 09 and I came out at 19. 2019.
Who was your lawyer?
Bullshit motherfucker, man. His name was Cecil Starcher, bro.
God damn.
You know,
and you couldn't have been no more than what, 20?
I was at that time whenever I went into prison, man, I was 23.
You was 23?
Yes.
Got out at 33.
Yes, sir.
Man, Droopy, you should have started with that shit. How you gonna goddamn give me the meat and potatoes of the story at the goddamn man? All right, look.
You gotta come with it, man. You know.
So so tell me about them 10 years, man. Where were you sitting down at?
I was over there on Hughes Unit, man, over there on Gatesville, right there by Waco.
Okay.
I don't know if you know anything about I don't know if you know where Texas is at. It's a northern Texas, man. You see, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm over here in Corpus Christi, man. So it's like 5.5 hours away from here.
You know they shipped your ass up. They shipped your ass up. Okay. And so now, once you touch down, you're 23. Once you touch down, what was the name of the correctional facility?
Hughes Unit, Alfred Hughes.
Okay. Once you touch down, now is it predominantly African American, white Anglo-Saxon, or did you have a large Mexican base that was there?
No, it's 65% black because it was up in northern Texas, man. Like, you know, that's like I'm from southern Texas, so there's the majority of down here in Corpus, man, is more Mexican populated. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so like when you go up north, there's more blacks. You know what I'm saying? And so like where I was at over there in Hughes Unit, man, like I said, it was like 65% black.
Okay, and so touching down, man, let's walk through processing, man. What you already said you were in the mindset you didn't give a fuck. Now you got jammed up. I'm sure you give a fuck now. But now that you're 10 years, you know, now that you're there, you like, oh god damn. So what was that like going through processing, man? And then you they turn around, they slam that goddamn cell behind you, and it clicks like, damn, I'm really gonna be in this motherfucker.
Hey, on some real shit, man. It was hard to process that shit, man. Really, in honesty, man, because I was just like, damn, I'm in here. What the fuck? You know what I mean? And so, it was hard to process, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. But whenever I went to Hughes Unit, it's a maximum security unit, man. So everybody there's got like 50 years and up, man. And so when I got over there, and I started talking to some of the older cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Who've been there fucking like 20 years and shit like that. They're asking me like, how much time you got your son? I'm like, I got 10. And they're like, oh man, I already done your time. And I'm like, what you mean? They're like, man, I'm on a 25. I'm doing 25 right now in a life. And I'm like, and this is majority of the people there, man. So I'm like, I actually got a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right.
It opened my eyes, man, like on some real shit, because that's kind of what the judge told me, man. He was like, man, you need some kind of direction. You need something to open your eyes, man. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. Hold up, man. Fuck that judge. I need something to open my eyes. Nigga, you gave me 10 years.
But the thing is, though, too, it's kind of like, if you say like this, if they were to stick me somewhere where there's like a, how can I say? If they were to stick me somewhere where in a minimum security unit, man, where people only have like 2-3 years, it's not really gonna dawn on me. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do this big old time and I'm gonna fucking trip out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when they stick you around people who have a lot more time than you, you look at it, you're like, well, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I can do this, man. And so fucking yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Since you're talking about you can do this, go in at 23, come out at 33. What was the goddamn first thing that fucked you up, knowing that, damn, man, 10 years of my life is gone?
What was the first thing that?
I mean, when you get out, you realize, like, damn, the world has changed. It's moved on. It ain't the same. It ain't, you know, it stopped 10 years ago for you.
Yes.
You ain't seeing what's going on out in the world. You're not noticing technology. You're not noticing.
You know what fucked me up, man, is whenever I went into prison, man, I had my little sister was 16. You know what I'm saying? When I got out, she had 6 kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. So that lets you know life keep on moving.
Exactly. And so like she got older, she got kids now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, she's 26 at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody grew up, man. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting in the same mind state. I thought everybody was gonna be the same. You know what I mean? This and that. Nah, everybody went on with their lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? But my little brothers got married and all, like, got houses and all sorts of shit. And that's when it really dawned on me, man. I was like, damn, dude, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about, because I really don't get into the horror stories of prison. We hear all of those all the time. I'm sure you've gone through shit. I'm sure you've seen shit. 10 years in prison at a maximum security installation. Yeah, that's for a whole different conversation. You know what I mean? We can get into that, but at least we have the crux of what you've gone through, right? And giving folks a clear understanding that this isn't just, you know, a sympathy story, or hey man, listen to me, or woe is me. Nah, you really gone through some shit. You know, you really going through some shit. And so that's important, Droopy, whether you realize it or not, because you have a lot of entertainers that are out here that are pretending.
Yes.
You see? Okay. So it's kind of like, hold up, man. How do you deal with that, knowing that you're in the studio with a studio gangster? And I'm not putting the onus of gangster on anybody, because I'm not involved with it. I don't do street politics. I just know a lot of people that are involved with everything under the sun. But at the same time, you know, I leave that where it is, simply because if you're not in that, why are you rapping about it, right? If you don't know nothing about it, how are you trying to pretend like you're speaking on it? Or you have a ghostwriter back there that's really involved or knows somebody that's tapped in with the streets for real, but you're portraying this messaging as though it's you. I've never really got into that. You see what I'm saying? That's why I've always had an issue with what's the guy's name? William Roberts. You know, he would probably be an awesome rapper if his name was William Roberts. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to take on the name of Ricky Ross to give yourself the persona of this major kingpin, and you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Just be who you are, you know? I mean, okay, I understand you taking an adage like Freeway out of Philly, you know, but he didn't call himself Freeway Ricky Ross. This motherfucker called himself Rick Ross. Like, bro, come on, let's not do this. And then not paying the respects, you done stole this man's name, image, and likeness. They got NIL deals right now in college that people pay for.
Yes.
You see? But you're not respecting the game or respecting the hustle. So I had an issue with that. But please, I didn't mean to take you off this square.
Believe me, I understand completely. I think if someone took my name and likeness like that, I'd be pissed off too, man.
Right.
You know, hey, first off, man, shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross, man, because he don't deserve that shit, dog. That's a straight up, like, man, that's fucked up, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up, man. But the thing is, like with me, I won't be around people like that, but I understand that the music is a business, and there's actors in here. Like Drake is like the top actor that we have, the top fucking rapper that we have right now. Drake, he's an actor, man. Same thing with Tupac. When Tupac was out, he was an actor. He went to school. You know what I'm saying? So, it's part of the entertainment business, man. You're gonna run into people who have gimmicks. You're gonna run into people who have fucking who falsify their shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run into all that shit, man. It's just that's just what comes with this thing, because it's a business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you navigate through it, man. It's kind of like, all right, well, like me, I'm not gonna go dash myself onto someone like Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, and that's because I know y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just like you said, man, that you knew me, man. I know y'all too. I've been studying y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know Ricky Ross, and I would like, me personally, man, I'd be like, that's not cool, man. I would never link myself with someone like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would never, because to me, that's not what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So let's keep it moving, man. With the with how once you got out, you know, 33, you know, your sister was 16 when you went in, 26 when you got out, 6 kids. Let's get into the music part of it. You know what I mean? How did you transition into the music and meeting job, meeting the rest of your crew? Let's talk about it, man. Oh, I do want to know, when you went up north, that 5.5 hour trip on the Bluebird, did you have anybody up there that you knew, or did you have to nobody?
I don't know nobody over there. I don't know nobody, because Corpus is a small city, man. It's not a big city at all, man. So they and they shoot you off like that. There's probably only like 6 out of a 5,000 man unit, man. Whenever I first got there, there's probably only like 6 or 7 people that are from Corpus there. You know, everybody was from Dallas, everybody was from Austin, everybody was from Waco, everybody was from Killeen. You know what I'm saying? It was all around there, man. So it was like I didn't know nobody, man. I had to make my way over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so when you touched down, you had to associate with the Mexicans. You had to associate
Bro,
with. It wasn't like
it's
that there.
it's like that, but it's not, man. It's just
Okay.
like
I mean, different areas, different places. I had different
yeah,
conversations. Yeah.
but like okay, like because everybody could only I can only talk about my experience in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Me personally, bro, I never really ran into an experience where I had to like to absolutely get down with the Mexicans and absolutely this and that. The majority of the people, like I said, the unit was predominantly black. It was 65% black. So everybody around me, man, was black. All my cellies were black. You know what I mean? My very first cellie, man, was he was a blood dude. He was a Pyru, man. They called him Fruit because he was from Orange. He was from Orange, Texas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so like
Okay.
that was my very first cellie, man. And then we got along. We got along great, man. I was eating with them, chilling with them. Like yeah,
Right.
like I would talk to the Mexicans and everything like that, but it wasn't to a point to where like, hey, you have to come sit over here with us, and you have to come
Okay.
do this, and you have to come, man. Like really, in honesty, man, that like the gang politics in there too is like it's kind of like you ever been locked up? You ever?
No.
No, not at all. Okay.
Never.
They have this like okay, like with the Mexican side, they have this gang over here in Texas called the Tongo.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it stands for Together Against Negative Gang Organization.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but the thing is like, I say that to say this, man, is that those people they made it to where people who are solo can walk around.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want to do, man. You know what I mean?
I got you. It makes
And so,
sense.
like,
It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay.
and so, like I said, it's not really like that. I mean, if you want to get down with the thong, well, that's you. If you want, that's whatever you want to do is what you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
And so, but like I said, me being around my celly and this and that, a more majority of my cellies were black. I kicked it with the blacks some more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I when I started learning how to cut hair, man, a dude named T from Austin, man, black dude, Crip, taught me how to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I started boxing. This dude named Chippy, he was from fucking South Dallas, man, Crip dude. Started boxing with him and this other dude Strange. And so like, and then I started chilling with the Muslims. I had a real good friend named Wolf, man, that I would kick it with every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like like I said, it's
Okay.
not really. I had my Mexican friends in there, dude, but I also had my black friends. I also had my white friends. Like I kicked it with everybody in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you start doing stuff like tattooing and cutting hair and all that. Like I cut hair, so I'm fucking chilling with everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody's coming to chill with me. So like it wasn't really like yeah, you know, there's things in there that happen, man, that you know, yes, you know, like if someone will try to slap you or something like that, yeah, you gotta defend yourself or you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But other than that, man, it was all I really did in there, man, is I went to school, learned how to cut hair. I went to vocation in there. You know what I'm saying? I kept myself busy. I had a job in there, man. I worked in the kitchen, so like I kept myself busy in there. So like the people who get into shit in there, man, are the ones that are always in the day room. You know what I mean? Looking at everybody else move around. Those are the ones that always get into shit because they got nothing to do. You know what I mean?
Nothing to do, right? Okay.
They got nothing to do. When everybody's moving around, man, there's got too much shit going on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
okay.
so, but yeah, like I said, that's pretty much my experience in prison, bro. It wasn't like, yeah, I got out to fights, man. You know what I'm saying? I got cut here, cut that type of shit. But it wasn't at the point to where like I see like a lot of these people on TikTok and Facebook where they're talking about like, man, well, I got the Mexicans the Mexicans over here had this and the Mexican, you know, like I didn't really, me personally, I didn't really see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. Okay. So let's get off into your connection with Jablaze.
Yes, sir.
And the rest of the crew, man. And tell me about the TMP boys, man. Take money.
Yeah, shit. Shout out to AB, man. Shout out to my boy Kevin, man. Kevin Davis.
And when you say AB, you're talking about AB Da Vinci, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, AB Da Vinci.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I met when I got out of prison, man. I started getting into podcasting a little bit. That's how I ran into Jablaze. You know what I'm saying? I had a little podcast, man, called the Droopy N podcast that I started doing because I just wanted to link up with people, man. I want to see what's going on out here, man. You know what I mean? And so, excuse me. That's how I met Jah. That's how I met Jah Blaze, man. Was through this dude named Thomas Bagu. I don't know if you know him.
No.
Yeah. Thomas Bagu. Shout out Thomas, man. You know what I'm saying? He it's a Mexican dude from California, man. He linked me up with Jah Blaze. He was like, because I got him on my podcast one time, and he was like, "Hey, man, there's another dude that wants to do a podcast with you." And that's whenever he brought Jah Blaze over. And
wait a minute, the guy with the magazine over there on the West Coast?
Yes, sir. Yeah, him.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about that.
Yeah, yeah. Think about it.
I got you. Once you said it, didn't process it first. Okay, I know you're talking about. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so, so yeah, man. That's how I met Jah Blaze, man. And then right from the very first episode, man, we linked, we clicked. You know what I mean? Yeah. Started talking more. He started getting me on his podcast, and then from there, that's when I met Dan Levy from Michigan.
Right.
Podcast. So he had that Oops Caught Me Smoking podcast. That's when I met him, and for me podcasting, that's also when I met AB Da Vinci too as well, because AB was showing. I did an interview with him, and he was showing me some music, man, and I was like, man, this is bad, man. This is good. You know what I'm saying? And so I hit him up, man. I hit him up on DM, man. I was like, hey, man, well, would you like to do some music, man? You know what I'm saying? I want to start a label, you know? And he was like, yeah, man. He's like, let's fucking just do it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so that's how me and AB linked up, man. And like AB's from there, man. AB's been a good friend, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's a good friend, man. He's a good artist, man. He's a good dude, man. You know what I mean? Like, and so but and the other one, Kevin Davis, man. That's my little brother, Kevin, dog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't know Kevin did music, man. Really. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever I got out, he was showing me some music, man, and I was like, damn, this is. What the hell? You know what I'm
saying? Right. Surprised you.
Yeah, surprised, man. Surprised the shit out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was taking it very serious, man. He linked up with one of these big producers down here in Corpus, man, with this dude named Smoke Beats, man. And Smoke Beats was he's a big like Latin Texas producer here, man. You know what I'm saying? Here in Texas. He was part of a group called Four Corner Hustlers, man, back in the day, back in the early 2000s, man. They had a song called Chop Chop on Twinkies, man, and it was everywhere in Texas, man. And so, yeah, him and Kevin are like this. They're like friends, man. You know, they're real friends.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so, like, I didn't know that. I didn't know Kevin was like getting into music like that, man. So he just finally showed me, man, and he was like, yeah, man, I want to be part of TMP, man, and this and that. So I was like, shit, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's do it, man. So fucking, I got him on, man. And the crazy thing is, man, is that he fit right into the sound that I wanted to accomplish, man. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. All right. And so as the group evolved and you guys started, you know, dropping compilations, mixtapes, you know, how did this whole thing grow into now you're signed with Savage Life, Webby, Boosie? Talk to me.
Yeah. Well, man, like I said, we started dropping mixtapes, man, and then we started dropping music, and then we started getting shows, man. We started doing shows, man. Well, like me and AB, man, we were the first, like, we took it real seriously, man. They're like, we want to start this label, man. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start trying to fucking push our music to these radio stations. We're gonna start trying to get on all these shows, man. And that's exactly what started happening, man. Like I would hit up these radio stations, man, and I was like, hey, can you play my music? And they'll hear it and they'll be like, yeah, man, I'll play it. You know what I mean? And it tripped me out, man. It wasn't like that when I was a little kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I was just hitting the radio stations left and right, man, and not one of them told me no. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so that's how me and AB started moving the TMP brand around. was that, and then and on top of that though too, I was still doing podcasting, man. So I was also pushing the TNP. I was also pushing the TNP brand with the podcasting as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's how it started. That's how it started growing into fruition. And then we got the attention of this label called 1836, man. And so we went over there, and this is at the time that I was talking to Job about trying to get signed over there with y'all.
Okay.
I was trying to take the whole TNP brand over there with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And but like I said, we got the attention of this label called 1836, and they were throwing shows and all, like they're doing big shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so told AB, man, I was like, man, shit, let's do one album over here, man, and that's it. You know what I mean? And so it was just to help us push our shit, because the dude's really a show promoter, man. You know what I'm saying? And so he was throwing shows, like he was getting like the Rick Ross. He was getting Rick Ross down here to do shows and shit like that, and different artists. You know what I mean? Like he got the Yin Yang Twins, and he got what was it, DJ Paul from DJ Paul from 3 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pulling big names, you know what I'm saying, big artists.
Okay.
And so like, yeah, that's how we started kind of like really messing with them dudes, man. It's just I wasn't feeling the business over there of it, man, because it just wasn't sitting right with me, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There was just something there, man. I was like, nah, I gotta get away from this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
So did you ever drop a full album, or did you? What was the deal? What did the deal consist of, and why would you just break away from something that had such prestige, so to speak?
It's just I'm real big on vibes, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on vibes, man. Vibes kept me alive my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just wasn't feeling the vibe over there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just wasn't feeling the vibe over there, man. It's just I didn't like the fact that I had to take I didn't like the fact that I had to pay for my own music and then give this dude, try to give this dude my music and only get 30% of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Oh no, I 100% understand what you're saying.
And so like that's like I was like, I'm really not feeling that, man. You know what I mean? I'm really not feeling this, man. And then at that time though too, man, he wasn't really trying to push us, man. So I was like, yeah, I'm out. You know what I mean? Gotcha.
So let me ask you this: the independent push is a hard one. We understand that you have to have your own resources to do what it is that you have to do, but you do see that the turnover and what comes back to you as an independent artist and you carving out a career for yourself is way greater than being a slave to someone else's system. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a lot better. It's a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. And so I'm seeing the emergence and the surge of, and this is something, this is personal, right? It's a personal question I'm leading into.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the surge of promoters or labels attaching themselves to the next big Mexican or Latino rap star, right?
Okay.
You've got the guy out of LA. I think he just got the Grammy.
Lefty Gunplay, yeah.
Lefty. Okay. Then you've got Big Mex out of Texas. I think he was with the guy that would. I think he's with Rainwater for a second. I can't think of who the guy's name is. And then you have a guy out of Florida with Greg Gates 850. And I forget what his name is, but I'm just seeing how people are attaching themselves to Latino artists or Mexican artists and trying to push them out as the next big thing. And I don't know if they're just trying to cross over into that demographic because they know that Latinos are going to actually support the artists, or is it just exploitation? And how do you feel about that?
I think it depends on the label, though, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think it really depends on the label as far as the exportation or trying to, you know, like over here with Savage Life, man, it's nothing but love. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's nothing but love. Every time I talk to Derek, man, I'm like, hey, bro, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for the opportunity, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's nothing but love, man. I don't think it's the exportation, man. I think it's just the fact that the Latino, the Mexican people are really hot right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, is that due to what happened with Tekashi 6ix9ine? Was that something that kind of created the momentum, or was it before that? Or could you say we in the field of rap? Now, we're not talking about Selena Gomez. We're not talking about no. We're talking about in the rap lane.
Yeah, I think it was before that, man, because you had Mexican rappers, man, that were actually doing something, man.
True, but on that level, though. Come on, Droopy. Let's. As
far as Tekashi 6ix9ine, no, we never had that, except for who was it? But like Fat Joe and Big Pun, they weren't Mexican. They were Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Mexican. That's right. They're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, they're Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And so I think it could have started with Tekashi, man. To tell you the truth.
Right.
It could have started with Tekashi, man. Really, in honesty, man.
Yeah, because I can't track the history. I don't know, and I don't want to say something wrong and be like, nah, he don't know what he's talking about. I'm telling you, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the question, because in the roundabout of it was, are promoters and labels looking at it as though, okay, this is a good opportunity, and not so much so we're trying to really help or push this artist. It's just that we know that it's transactionally beneficial for our label, because I know a lot of hot Mexican Latino artists, man, that are jamming, because Sean Paul, to me, right, I mean, one of the best to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different type of rap. This is a different type of, what I'm saying, when we talking about gangster rap, and folks that are living in that life or actually portraying that. And then of course you had who else could I think of that were on the main, but Sean Paul's Jamaican though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, who was it? Cypress Hill, the lead singer, Be Real, man.
There you go. Cypress Hill. Okay, so that brings me back. So Cypress Hill, they're the ones who kicked it off in terms of, okay, you having the Latino representation in the hip hop genre at the highest level. Yes, you're 100% correct. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So
Hill, I think it was them, man. And then also too, man, like Bone Thugs and Harmony, man, because Lazy Bones have Mexican.
Okay.
And so, like, I think the people that probably really kicked it off like that, yeah, it's probably more than likely, man. It was like what I said, man, Cypress Hill, man.
And they and I love Cypress Hill. They represented the music. I mean, because that was my point. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
It was about the music. It didn't have anything to do with whether you were black, white, Mexican. You know what I'm saying? It was about the music. You see. Yeah. So and Cypress Hill represented how it represented. Now it comes out that, hey man, this is my nationality. Then it comes out. But right now, and I guess my point that I'm trying to get to is everything that they're pushing, they're trying to push it as though it's an agenda to make you buy into.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? As opposed to
times change, man. Times change, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They do. They really do. And I just hate the fact that, okay, how many Mexican labels are out there that are doing business with mainstream Sony, Universal, and the like? How many promoters that you know, and I'm talking about nationally, not just out of Texas, that you know that if they're not just doing salsa, merengue, reggaeton or something along those lines where it's pop culture type music. Now in the hip hop space, I haven't run across a lot of Latino managers or promoters that are pushing it. I see black promoters that are pushing Latino artists.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You see, but like I said, it also depends. That's where it comes down to. It depends on either the mark. It depends on either they're exploiting them or those people are really your people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, I don't know. You know who Peso is?
No, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's an artist. He's an artist out from you know who Sauce Walker is, right?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, now that's not the one that died in Memphis though.
No.
Well, but I do know Sauce Walker. I do know Sauce,
City, man. And so
okay.
Yeah, Sauce.
Okay.
He signed a Sauce Walker's label. Him and Sauce Walker are actually boys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so like it's like I said, it's like you know how it is down south, man. Like you grow up with who you grow up with, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I think the thing is people look. I think really and honestly, I think the thing is people look too much into it and try to make it a race thing. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that though too, there's also that other side of the coin, man, where it is a race thing. Where we're saying where black people or black promoters and black things are trying to get into the Mexican genre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they see the money in it, man.
Right.
You know, if you ever listen, I don't know if you ever seen like Bum B Talk and like Zero and all them, they always say about their fan base is predominantly Mexican. And those are the people that really go watch them like all the time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And so like they say like the fan base is the Mexican fan base is a lot more stronger. I guess because we tend to love our artists a lot more, I guess. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
so when, and this is just just one of the questions.
Yeah.
When Ryan Garcia was fighting Gervonta Davis, who were you rooting for?
Oh, come on, man. I was rooting for Tank, bro.
What?
I was going with Tank, man.
Stop, man. For what? For what? You supposed to represent your people, man. Fuck that.
Okay, look it. I like Ryan Garcia. Don't get it twisted, man. But Tank is an animal. Tank is an animal, bro.
True.
Tank is an animal, bro. I don't like I said when I see shit like that, man, I don't look at it like it's a Mexican fighting a black dude. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the skill of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got you. Since you said that, I didn't bring this shit up. You brought this shit up, Droopy. So I'm gonna hold you to that. Canelo Crawford.
Man, dude, Crawford outshined him in every single way, bro.
I'm not asking if he outshined him because Canelo is a goddamn monster.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So when they booked that fight,
Crawford showed he was a bigger monster, bro.
Okay. But you didn't know that until the fight came.
Yeah,
right?
I got on some real shit. I thought Canelo was gonna whoop his ass, man.
That's what I want to know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really thought he was gonna whoop his ass, man. Because because everybody sees the Canelo highlights and all this other stuff, and like with Crawford, I wasn't really too much into Crawford because he came out of nowhere for me. You know what I mean? But then when I started seeing, because like I have a friend named Richie Garcia, man, that I talk to, right? He's real big into boxing, man. And so he started talking to me about he started talking to me about Crawford and Canelo. And he was like, man, I was like, man, Canelo's gonna whoop him, dog. And he was like, man, look, nah. He's like, look, I'm gonna show you this video. And so he started showing me highlight reels, man, of Crawford. And I was like, man, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't know. Man, I held my nuts on Crawford all the way, man, until the third round, bro. And I was like, yeah, no, this is
Gotcha.
I was like,
okay.
So,
all right. I feel you. Let's get into some politics.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Let's get into some politics. And we're gonna and I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time, but I gotta ask you these questions. But because I want to get your state of mind. Present day right now, we're dealing with the Voters' Rights Act of 1965 being gutted by the Supreme Court, right? Whether you realize it or not, they're pretty much eviscerating a lot of things that were kind of paramount to the protections of people, minorities specifically,
Yeah.
under that act, and that includes you, that includes me. So Texas is going to be impacted.
Yes.
All of the Republican states in the South are going to be in. It's going to weigh in some kind of way, whether they redraw the lines or not. But how do you make and get people aware of what's going on, and what do you believe needs to be done to bring that awareness to the people that these types of things are actually taking place in our community right now, present day, right before your eyes?
I think people like me and you need to speak on it, man.
Okay.
You see, like on some real stuff. People who have a voice, man. I think you need to speak on it, man. So and show these people like, hey, man, they're really taking our rights away from us, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, though, too, is that they do it so subtly, man, and that people don't really care. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's weird. It's weird how the government does stuff, man, because they'll feed you, they'll keep you sedated. You know what I'm saying? And just take stuff over here, and then whenever you look over there, you're like, well, I didn't really use that. I didn't do that. I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I think people who have a voice, man, they really need to speak on it, man. Especially right now, man, because right now they really are they're taking a lot of shit away from us right now.
Okay. So and I appreciate you answering the question. A lot of people kind of avoid the political conversation, and we're not going to get too heavy into it. I do have to ask you this though.
Yes, sir.
Will you be willing to come on to another segment, another episode of Industry Talk with me and chop it up with me? Because we really didn't get into everything. We can't really unbox everything in an hour, but we have covered a lot of ground in terms of our conversation. You know, it's a good starting point.
Yes, sir.
Would you agree to coming back?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Now, if you don't mind, let our audience and let our viewers know who are locked in with us right now, or who may go back and see this video later, how to get in contact with Droopy, how to tap in with the music, where to go, the who, what, when, where, why about social media with you. Give them the rundown.
Yeah, man. Look, y'all can all hit me on Droopy Marines, man, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. Those are the ones that I really be on like that. And how you spell Marinez is Marinez. Go check out the music, man. It's on all digital platforms. I have 3 albums. I have a Kick Door out. I have a Highly Doubted. I have this album Gifted. I'm fixing to drop another Screwed and Chopped album here pretty soon called the Black Friday mixtape. And then the team, as far as the collaborative effort, man, with the TNP, man, we're fixing to drop our EP here, I think next month, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what the single paper, the one I gave you, that's the one that we're pushing right now. As far as I got to play it on a couple of radio stations already. Shout out to all the stations that played it, yeah, and it is on YouTube right now, and it's also on my Facebook page. I have it pinned to the top of my page, the video.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, check it out.
All right. So now I need you to do one more thing for me before we get out of here.
Yes, sir.
I need some drops, Droopy. I need some drops. I need you to sit there and, hey, shout out to the people. Hey, this is your main man, Droopy Martinez. I don't know how you want to do the introduction. This your main man, Droopy Martinez. I'm locked in with Industry Talk. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, give us a shout out. I need some plugs. I need some snippets. I need some stuff that I can give to these people when I sit there and go back and dissect this footage and push it out to the world. I need them to know that Droopy Martinez was locked in on Industry Talk, baby. Talk to me. Give me some good drops. Give me some good drops, Droopy. I need some hot shit. I don't need that old dry shit.
I got you, man. Hey, yo, what's the deal, man? It's your boy Droopy in, man. And we right here locked in with Industry Talk, man. Hey, tap in. You know what it is, baby. Shout out to my boy Freeway Ricky Ross out there, man. 21 Keys to Success. That's the book, right?
Correct.
That is the book, 21 Keys to Success, man. Make sure y'all go cop that, man, right there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, man. I appreciate you, Droopy. And that's what, you know, I come off the screen so that I can have you full screen. And it's not just you and me. I can give you some clips, some really good quality clips, you see, of you talking, us having a conversation, and we can really build the portfolio and our talk topics really well. So that's why I say I need you to come back so we can build on, you know, what we're doing.
Yeah, I got you, man. Anytime you need me, man, I'm here, brother.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I appreciate it, man. And hey, everybody that's out there that's locked in with us, y'all already know with me, man. It's always about health, wealth, wellness. Stay dang. What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G. And this is my personal invite to all of you to join me on Industry Talk on the Prime Time Network daily at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I get into great conversations with entrepreneurs, artists, industry leaders, you name it, we bring it to the table. So make sure you tap in with us, lock us in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And we stream on all major platforms. And be sure to visit us at gemsitpublishing.com. This is Industry Talk. Let's get into it.
Motion.